Greetings. Today we continue our study in the book of Revelation. We'll be beginning chapter 9 today, considering the subject of the sounding of the fifth trumpet. We need to remember that chapter 8 closed with the warning in verse 13 that the final three trumpets were to be accompanied with three woes, and we understand that to be one woe accompanying each of the final three trumpets. Revelation 9:1 announces the fifth trumpet, and upon its conclusion, chapter 9 verse 12 states that the first woe is past. Revelation 9:13 announces the sixth trumpet, and upon its conclusion in chapter 11 and verse 14 states that the second woe is past. Now, we stated the first four trumpets sounded and the results upon the earth ensued, but no timetable was stated concerning their duration or intervening intervals. Revelation 11:15 announces the seventh trumpet, and before its fulfillment, that is the outpouring of the seven vials of God's judgment in chapter 16 verses 1 through 21, chapter 12 and verse 12 states that the third woe is imminent. However, as we come to the trumpets number 5 and 6, we are given durations of time. And this will leave us a general time frame into which the other judgments will fit. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Revelation 9:2 continues, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the power of scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which had not the seal of God in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days men shall seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name is in the Hebrew tongue Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 more woes hereafter. Now, literally, Revelation 9:1 says, "In the fifth messenger, he blew the trumpet. And I saw a star having fallen and remaining so unto the earth. And the key of the bottomless particular pit, or the shaft of the abyss, it was given to him," that is, to the star. Now, we need to consider the identity of this star. In Job chapter 38, verse 7, we find these words, "When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy." Job 38:7 is referring to God's creation of the world, and therefore cannot refer to humans, and thus both descriptions in Job 38:7 can only refer to God's messengers or angels. Now, the participle used to describe this fallen one is the key to his identification. Although it was translated in the King James as if it were an aorist by the word fallen, It is actually a perfect active participle. The perfect active participle means that we're looking for someone who committed an act which caused them to fall and remain fallen. Now, I could spend a great deal of time and lead you down a long, mysterious road to establish this identity. However, for time's sake, we'll take the short route. We'll just go to Revelation 12 and verse 4 when it says, "In his tail," that is the tail of the great red dragon from the previous verse, "drew." That's the word suro. It means to drag down with violence the third part of the stars of heaven. And he did cast them to the earth. He will be identified by name in Revelation chapter 9 and verse 11. Then let's notice the authority given to him. The key is clearly symbolic of authority to open this bottomless particular shaft, which could have been rendered the shaft of the abyss. According to the linguistic key, page 832, bottomless, abyss, literally an unfathomably deep place. And it is noted that it is the place of imprisonment for disembodied spirits. Luke 8:31 gives us a glimpse into this when it says, "And they," that is the demons, "besought him," that is Jesus, "that he would not command them to go out into the deep." The same Greek word that's translated deep there is the word translated pit here in Revelation chapter 9. Of course, Luke 8:31 is Luke's account of the maniac of Gadara, and this request is made by the legion of demons who possessed him not to be sent out into the deep, into this bottomless abyss, rather to be sent into the adjacent herd of swine, which should give us some perspective on Revelation chapter 9 and verse number 1.